Good afternoon, social media family. It is Naturally coming to you today to do a quick perfume talk. I'm just going to talk about my scent combo for today. And so today I went to church. Sundays is normally my days of self care, self love. So I went to church on today. I went to my home church. If you're in the Houston area, as a young woman from a young child from infancy until the time I was 22, I attended church at the historic St. John on Emancipation Avenue. And that's here in Houston in the Third Ward area. So for 23 years, I was a member of this church. I think I'm still on the books over there as an inactive member. And so, me now being in my 40s, I'm 48 years old. So, I always like going back home just to see some of the old members that you grew up with, that you maybe have cried over. You may have, you know, sought some type of counsel, some advice, and just, being spirited. It's just always refreshing to go back home. So that was the plan that I did today. And then I went to my home church to do my regular business affairs in order, as always. And then I went to the CMOS store. But I wanted to smell something simple today. My mind had been on coconut for some reason for a while now. And because I have this fragrance by Lust by Lawanda, which is, I want to say it's La Chamois. This is a coconut based fragrance, but it doesn't last on me long. This is definitely something you have to respray after a couple of hours, and which is fine, but since I'm normally at home, but because I had so other errands to run, I did not want to wear this today, but I wanted to be having that coconut vacation-y vibe. So what I did today, I did a scent combo, y'all. I did one of Trevayla's routines. I pulled out 4 fragrances. Now, if you're not following her on social media, which is she's mainly on IG, and I think she's on TikTok, y'all need to follow her because she comes up with some of the combos you can't even imagine. And if you just don't know, she is a salesperson at Neiman Marcus. She's blown up within like the last 2 or 3 years, maybe longer, about her fragrance journey. She's now doing fragrance tours across the United States. Y'all got to follow her because she does some amazing combos. But the prices, I'm not gonna swing that. Maybe when I get a little bit older, maybe when I decide to really put on my big girl panties on, I'm going to go buy some of those nice expensive fragrances. But again, this channel is going to be focusing on some smaller known brands that are local, Black business owned if necessary. And so that was my that's the vibe that I'm going for. So today, back to the story. Today I decided I'm going to pull out a combo. So I picked out 4 fragrances, and then I used my usual body oil. Well, my perfume oil. So the perfume oil of choice was definitely aromatic perfume oils. This is Magnificence. I've been raving about this perfume oil for a long time, and as you see here, this is a dent. I ain't gonna have that much time left. I'm, slowing down, but I think I'm gonna have to pick her back up again and focus on getting another bottle very soon. I've talked about this fragrance, so this was my base. Love the perfume oil. Love, love, love. So then I said I wanted something on my skin. And so I gotten this travel size. This is pretty much like a sample. And I want to say it's Christian Louboutin. Now I know I'm messing up the name wrong. This one I want to say is Etete. I'm gonna put the information up because I think I'm saying it wrong. But I got a sample size of this through Influencer. And if you're not on Influencer, where are you? It's a site where you can just, whatever products that you buy and try you like or you don't like, just do a review. You never know. You may be getting some samples in the mail. I'm getting samples like crazy now these days. And so I put this on as the base. After I put on my little oil, I put that on my skin, on my pulse points. Then I topped it off with a sample of coconut sugar, and it's not a Mansero fragrance. Let me take a look, y'all. Let me take a look. I know it's coconut sugar. I think it says Notology. I think, but I'm gonna put the information on there too. So I used all the sample that I left it here because I wanted the coconut vibe. Coconut was the theme for today because it's summer, still here in Houston, still hot. So I put this on my skin, on my pulse points, smelling like a snack, smelling like a vacation snack, coconutty vibe. So then I said, well, I want to put some on my clothes. So I wore this cute little dress, and then I got this, my friends, ladies and gents, is the Tom Ford's Soleil Neige. Now, I am not, I like Tom Ford fragrances. I started like looking into some, but the price range is not out of my, it's out of my budget. I can't do it. If I do it, I think that's going to be like a splurge when I turn 60, maybe. But, everybody's pockets is not the same. Mine's ain't no different. But I got this size bottle on Influencer. So I did a perfume review. Love this fragrance. The coconut, the sandalwood. It's like a creamy coconut vibe. If you're not familiar with the Soleil, I want to say it's like Soleil Blanc. Everybody talks about Soleil Blanc, and I have not smelled it, so I don't know what it smells like. But I have Soleil Neige, and it has the vibe. This is something like you wear in the evenings, whereas Soleil Blanc, I think you wear it mostly in the daytime. This is definitely in the evening time, but I wore this today on the front of my dress because I wanted to kind of get that vibe. When you hug me, you're gonna smell me, and that's exactly what I did. So I put this in the front of the dress, and then the back of the dress. This, my friends, ladies and gentlemen, is Diamari, and this is from the House of Navad Fragrances. I talked about this fragrance house a while back because I ended up purchasing this bottle and ended up getting Irrelevant body lotion. It didn't have coconut oil in it, so it was a love for me. But y'all, I purchased Diamari. Diamari is perfect for this time of the year as well as the fall because, again, it has that coconut note in it, but it also has a pumpkin note. It's definitely unisex. Man and woman can definitely wear this, but I wore this in the back of my dress. But the coconut came out so much. I was a vacation goddess today. So y'all, I put this on the back of my dress. Everywhere I walked and saw some of the old members, they all hugged me. They was all surprised. I was like, man, you smell good. And I got a couple of compliments. And of course, I went home to the church that I normally attend. And y'all, my church room was like, I could smell you coming down the aisle. I was like, am I that loud? She said, girl, I could smell you down the aisle. So I came to church just for a few minutes to take care of some church business. And then I went to the CMOS store, my usual routine. And at the CMOS store, the owner's daughter was like, oh, Ms.Naturallyreeree, I smelled you from in the kitchen area when I was coming out. That's how loud I was. So I know that combo lasted. And I put it on this morning about 9:30, 9:45. Here it is, 3 o'clock. That's about, what, 5.5 hours, maybe close to 6. She was going. She was going strong. And y'all, that was my layering combo for today. And I got so many compliments on this combo today. I was surprised myself. I knew I wanted the coconut vibe, and that was exactly what I was going for. And everywhere I went, people commented me on on my fragrance, what I was wearing. But you know, I have a friend over there. We're really good friends, and he texted me, was like, "Man, why you didn't stop to see me? I wanted to see you." And I was like, I had to go, but I had to go to church because I had some business affairs I have to take care of, and because I am, I do, the important things like writing out the books and doing some accounting and stuff like that. I have to be at church. So when I'm missing, I'm really missing. They can't, there is always somebody there to help out. But normally, because I do the books and I kind of have to keep track of everything with my church family, I had to leave. So yeah, they even offered me dinner, and I missed out on dinner, free dinner, drinks, all of that because I had to go back home. But sometimes it's good to kind of go in, do your thing, and come on out. I told him, I said, maybe next year I may stay a little bit longer, maybe eat a little dinner, and and hang out with y'all, talk, and just just commemorate the years. It's been 125 years since my home church has been in existence. I was there, like I said, 23 of those years. Loved my time there. I left because I got pregnant at 22. I was an unwed mother when I gave birth to my daughter. And so back then, and that was in the 90s, y'all, the church was not thrilled that I was pregnant and, wanted me to marry my daughter's father. And I refused. We got along, but we just knew we could not have worked as a married couple. So they had X'd me out of church activities, so I was no longer in the youth ministry. I was not allowed to sing in the choir. I would have to be like, just a regular um, person, just attending church and doing whatever. And so I felt a lot of pressure at that particular time. This was my first pregnancy. So, thinking in the 90s, this is back in 99, I had my daughter in 99. You wouldn't think that the mindset was still there, but yeah, the mindset was still there back then. That was not even less than 30 years ago. People still had that mindset that you have to be married. If you got pregnant real young, you need to be married to the child's father. That didn't happen in the cards for me. Like I said, me and her father, we were cordial, but we barely talked. We was cordial to each other, but we barely talked. So we knew we wasn't going to be able to work out as a couple. So I left when I was 6 months pregnant with my daughter. We had, I still had my church obligations to take care of. But right before I left, I had talked to the pastor at that time. He gave me his blessing, and I left. That was 23 years ago. Well, 25 years ago, because she will be 25 this year. So 25 years ago, yeah, I left, and I have not looked back. I always go back every so often to remember where I came from and remember the lessons that I learned while I was at this church. If you don't know the history behind the historic St. John, if you know, you know. And so it's one of those churches where it was criticized. Now, the times have changed now, but back then, 25 years ago, people were still not fond of an unwed woman not married and being pregnant and still being active at the church. It's so strange to think that even now, 25 years later, so much has changed. Where to now, and today was so touching for me because one of the members that they recognized was an unwed mother of her daughter. I think she's like 4 or 5. She was such the sweetest little thing, and she won an award for being a bridge builder. just being there as an active member at the church and helping the church grow. It was so touching to see 25 years later, I was able to see that moment, because that meant to me more than anything. Because I remember 25 years ago, I didn't get that same reception. I got a lot of pushback, a lot of anger towards me at that particular time. So seeing that moment touched my heart and touched my soul in so many ways. And I was so happy for her that now the church is beginning to come forward to the current climate, to the current times, and take those young women in, because we all make mistakes. None of us is perfect. But just seeing like how a young mother who is active in her church and is active with her, having her daughter in the church with her and just going forth, just shows faith that anything is possible. Everybody is useful when you are in the ministry and trying to do God's work. And that was the message for today. It was a powerful message. And just seeing that event just, culminate what I'm feeling now. So I loved it. I enjoyed service today. Too bad I didn't stay for dinner and spending time with people that I love over there, but it was a good experience. So I'm getting emotional just talking about it, because it touched me so much. Because like, I was there 25 years ago and they were already talking about trying to put me out of the church, putting out my daughter. I wasn't going to get no help, and just seeing how that time has transpired. That mindset is not there anymore. And I'm so glad it's not there, because it hurt so many women, young women, and just seeing a young woman just taking on that mantle just makes me smile. I hope you liked my video today. I know it's kind of long, but I wanted to just talk about my scent combo for the day. And then, I'll put the information in my description. I hope you like my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Every like, every subscription, every comment will help me get to a place I can officially, well, I'm going to say it anyway. I'm already a content creator, but I want to be a little bit bigger. I want to get big. Not super big, but I like for people to see me and say, hey, that's that young lady that talks about black perfumes on her channel. That's what I want to get. I want to get to that point. But I have 30 subscribers, so I know I have 20 more. I can't wait. If I get 50 subscribers, I am going to do a small giveaway as a thank you of subscribing to my channel, exploring the journey of black fragrances with me that are local. And y'all, I found a local, not in Houston, but a Texan black-owned business that has perfume, and I can't wait to share my experience. I haven't purchased the perfumes yet. I've been eyeing them, and I'm so excited about them, and I can't wait to share them. So I will purchase those in September, and then I'm gonna be on the no-buy for a minute, but that's gonna be hard for me. But thank you so much. But it will be a perfume of my choice. I will choose the perfume, send it out to you as my thanks for participating in this giveaway. So subscribe, like, and just comment, share with other people who wants to explore the journey of fragrances, specifically with black-owned fragrances. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be a blessing in your community, and I'll touch bases with you on another day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.